So this week I've decided to tackle a project that is stressing me out. We're doing a little bit better. We're getting it together. It's been over 10 years, I quit, I give up. Is there even a pattern in here? What am I making? I don't know what I'm making. Oh, and then there's the roving. Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Courtney, and this is my life of projects, where I share with you my cats, my knitting, spinning, a little bit of embroidery, and quilting. If you're new here, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you can stay updated with all of my crafting, as well as my cats and my life in Vermont. For this week's video, we are going to tackle something that I really don't want to have to deal with, but I'm being forced to deal with because of this little guy that's down here on the floor. He's not so little anymore. So if you have been here for a while, you remember I used to have some yarn sitting up there on display. It looked nice. I really liked having it as part of my background. But someone the other night woke me up at 2 a.m. because they had grabbed a skein of it and drug it into bed. So luckily it remained intact, but I can definitely tell that kitten got a hold of it. So I've had to hide my excess yarn that was sitting up there in the closet to keep it away from the kitten, who is currently very interested in it. So what I'm going to do today is go through my stash and hopefully find some things to destash. I've done a couple destashes in the past, especially when we've moved, gotten rid of some things, but I really need to go through and evaluate if I'm ever going to actually use this yarn. There's two skeins that I know of that I bought for a specific shawl, which when I find them, I will show you. But like, I don't think I'm ever gonna make that shawl. I don't think I'd ever wear that shawl now. That was like circa 2010 Courtney, and not so much 2023 Courtney's vibe. It's not my aesthetic anymore. So as much as I don't want to get rid of that yarn, I don't know why I can't let go of this yarn. But we're going to go through my stash. I also need to go through my roving, because I did rearrange a little bit since I did my craft room tour. I got most everything out of the closet and into these cabinets and moved some of the work stuff and like extra storage things into either the closet or other places so that I can basically have all of my crafting supplies out and things that I don't reach for that often in the closet. But I'm going to kind of go through and see if there is anything that I can store in the closet. I'm thinking maybe my needle felting stuff, because I really don't do that often. That was just for like seasonal things. I don't think needle felting is a hobby I'm going to like do on the regular. It's just like when I want to make a certain object that I can't find on Etsy. So I'm thinking some of that may go into the closet. I do have a lot of extra space in my closet. I have 2 plastic bins that are now empty because I got rid of a lot of things too. So I might move some stuff into there so I have more room for the yarn down here, since I can't have it in my background because of some little guy. But let's get started going through my yarn. I'm going to speed up a lot of this footage, but I will stop and kind of talk you through what the different baskets and categories I have are. And hopefully we'll get things a little bit more organized. All right, here goes. All right, so this is probably the easiest pile to start with, I think, theoretically. This is my sock yarn. Most of this is probably going to be keep, but let's see. Okay, so I have a couple piles here. This skein is in the question mark pile because I actually bought this for my spouse to make a pair of socks, and I need to check with him and see if they still do actually want these socks, because this is not a color like that they really wear, but it's from a fandom. It's from Saga, if you know the graphic novel series, graphic novel, I don't know what they're called. Saga graphic novel things. He is a big fan of those, and yeah, this, oh my god. Kitten. Okay, we're back. When I wasn't watching, the kitten grabbed some yarn, ran away with it. Gonna have to be more diligent about watching my back. But as I was saying, this yarn I need to check with my spouse to see if they do still want socks out of this. So this is a maybe. If they don't want it, then it's going to go on my Ravelry for sale. So I'm going to stick that up there and then hide it somewhere from the kitten. Bought these two skeins to make the shawl that is on the front of this book from Hannah Fettig and Elena Dakos, the Coastal Knits book. This is, when did this come out? Because I probably bought it right around the time it came out. 2009, 2010, yeah. Have not knit these. Don't really love this color of blue. I'm never going to make this shawl. And if I did, I wouldn't wear it. So I'm gonna get rid of these, hide them somewhere where the kitten can't get them. Then I'm also going to get rid of this skein. It's the Allegra. I think that's Allegria. It's from Manos del Uruguay, but at any rate, this sock yarn, I just don't wear these colors, and I don't think I'd even wear them in socks. So I'm gonna let that go. I also have this crazy Zobber ball that I really like the colors, but this has probably been in my stash since like 2010, 2011. I don't like this base. And if I don't like the base, it's unlikely I'm going to knit with it. I love the colors, super cute, but yeah, we're letting that go. Then I have these two. I actually really, really like these colors, but these have also been in my stash. Does Frog Tree even exist anymore? I don't know. They have been in my stash for a really long time. I think I was gonna make fingerless mitts out of these. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could just make pairs of socks in solid colors, but that doesn't seem very fun. So I'm gonna let these go as well. And then I have, I think this is another Manos. Yeah, I have this. I like these colors, but I have about 4 different pairs of socks in this colorway from different brands, but a lot of pink and gray in my stash. So I don't need to keep this one. So I'm letting this one go. And then this is from Mitchell's Creations. I love these colors. I absolutely love these colors. I do not like the base. This is a 4-ply. Yep. And I prefer a 2-ply for my sock yarn. I find the 4-ply too splitty. So that one we're going to let go as well. Then I have a pile of maybes down here. I have Space Cadet with the Twinkle sock. I love the idea of it. I just don't love these colors. It's not something I wear. It's not going to go with things that I wear. And I've had it since, I don't know, probably 2009 or so. So there's no point. We've not knit it. We're not going to knit it. It can go. Like I said, that was a maybe, and now it's gone. That was a quick decision there. We'll see what happens. This, same thing. I like the colors. I love this base. This is the 2-ply base that I really, really love. But am I ever going to wear those colors? I mean, I don't even know that I have green in my wardrobe, so I should probably let this go. Then, if you've been around the yarn world for a while, then you would recognize these. I remember stalking eBay to get these because it was the thing to have. Everybody wanted it, and it was hard to get, and I just really needed to have some of this yarn from Volmisa to be a cool kid, I guess I thought. I don't know. I have not knit a single thing because again, I don't like this base. Yeah, I just don't know what I would do with these colors. And I think it's time, after hoarding them for over 10 years, to let them go. So yeah, I don't need to keep these in my hoard. This doesn't make me a better knitter. This doesn't make me a cooler knitter. Yeah, I can, this is hard to let go of apparently, but we're gonna try. All right, so that's the sock yarn. I'm done with that. This is the everything else yarn, and I still have to go through all of the other hidey holes that I have. All right, I'm gonna speed this up and go through that, at least this box, right now. Two things really quickly. This was in the sock yarn area. It's some KFI silk, and I think I was going to make a cowl out of this. I do love these colors, and I do want a cowl out of this, so it's staying. I just wanted to move it out of the sock bin and into the all other things bin. Then I found this. This was the other color that I was going to make that shawl out of, not that gray one. I don't know what that gray was for, but this is also, it's gone. So things I'm getting rid of. These two, I have no idea what I was going to make with them. I don't know why I have them. I don't remember buying these. So both of these are going to be gone. I think this is leftover from a project, and I don't really love this. This is not a yarn that I would typically pick up to make something with, so I think I'm going to let this go. Maybe it was going to go with this. I'm not really sure, but both of these I have no real interest in. I have no planned projects for, so we're letting both those go. All right, then we have this project. This was supposed to be, is it the Color Theory shawl? I think it might be Color Theory. It is bookmarked in my Ravelry somewhere. I will pop what it actually is up here. Okay, that was a lie. So this is Editing Courtney, and I was looking for what I thought I was going to make, and at first I thought it was the pendulum, but that's fingering weight. And so that's not it, but I do still like this and I want to make it. And none of the shawl patterns that I have bookmarked are lace weight. The stripe study is another one that in my head I thought was what I wanted this yarn for. So it's not that either. So I don't know what it is. So comment down below if you have a suggestion for a lace weight shawl that's similar to either one of those. Okay, so it's that. It's whatever that is. I don't like knitting lace, but I like these colors and I want that shawl, I think. So this one is difficult. I don't know. But am I ever going to wear a shawl these colors? I don't know. I think I really should just like try to make this and like make myself do something lace weight, because I did decide earlier today the other lace weight project I have on the needles, it's gone. We're getting rid of it. It's been over 10 years. I quit. I give up. So why would I start another one? I don't know. Thinking I'm going to keep those. Might regret that later. Then I have all of this Swan's Island. I have 3 different colorways in this, and I'm pretty sure this is for a sweater that I picked out, and I think I have a sweater quantity. I think I've got everything I need for the pattern that I picked out for this. So I'm going to look on Ravelry and double check to make sure that I do have enough for that sweater. And that's the next thing I need to organize, is putting all the sweater quantities of things together. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to put this back, and then we're going to get into the other trouble areas. All right, these are the places that I've been hiding sweater quantities of things. So let's see how bad it is. Well, actually first, this is to finish off my lotus flower beanie that I've not yet made. So this can go in the all other weights basket there. Okay, one thing down. Yeah, confession. I bought these online and thought the color was much, much different and do not like. So those are going away. Okay, so I've cleared out one basket. It's right here. Let's clear out this other one. All right, both of these are for hats, so I'm gonna put those away. This apparently is just a box where I shoved stuff. With no rhyme or reason because I was running out of space. Okay, let me go through this really quickly. Okay, I think I've sorted out my problems. At least as far as these sweaters go. So in this box beside me, there are two still in the plastic 5 skein packages of this color. I'm not going to take them out just because the plastic's protecting them from the kitten. So this is for the, I'm going to pop it up right here. It's a little triangle sweater, whatever that is. It's for that. It's for that sweater. So that I want to make either after I finish the cider sweater or after I finish this other sweater. So it's either next up in the rotation or shortly thereafter. So I'm going to leave all of this yarn in here. So this is like sweater central. That's what we're calling this basket. All right, again, this is in the plastic. I'm sorry for the glare. This is Tosh, and it's a sweater quantity for whatever sweater is right here. This sweater. I don't remember the names of things. So that I'm going to leave. It's either going to be after I finish the cider sweater or that other one with the triangles is. One of those two is going to be next. So I'm going to leave this in its plastic, again, protected from the kitten, and I'm going to plop it in there. So those are like next up sweaters in the rotation. Then this is all of the Tosh for the sweater that I'm currently working on, the cider sweater, and I'm actually almost to the end of the first skein. So I'm going to probably stack this on top of that. Actually, I still have a little bit of space, so I'm going to throw one more thing in that box. So this is the Quince & Co. Lark. This is for my remake of the Rocky Coast cardigan. I'm probably not going to start this until the last quarter of the year, so I really should put this on the bottom, but I don't want to dig everything back out. So I'm just going to tuck it down into Sweater Central. Question is, now do I have room for the Tosh? We'll find out. Okay, all right, that's good. That's fine. Then this is the sweater quantity that I need to deal with and figure out whether or not that's actually a sweater. All right, this is still an empty box. We're doing a little bit better. We're getting it together. All right, I might not even have to destash as much as I thought. All right, this is what the other ultra wool, I was making a hat. I was making some type of cabled hat. Do I even like this enough to finish it? I think I'm in spring cleaning mode because is there even a pattern in here? What am I making? I don't know what I'm making. I don't know what this is. All right, you know what? This is gone right now. We're pulling it off the needles. Maybe. All right, this is somewhat anticlimactic because it does not want to come off the needles. All right, so I have that pair of needles back. Yeah, I was doing something with cables. I think I was making this up as I go. I have no interest in this hat. I don't know who, I think I do know who this hat was for, but we don't need that hat anymore. The hat is gone. We're done with the hat. We're putting the needles back in the pile of shame circular needle bag. And yeah, everything else in here can kind of stay. This is extra bags. Yeah, I'm not going to go through that. I'm going to give myself permission to just leave it alone. Well, you know what I should do? I really should dig out the lace project that I'm quitting on. You know what? It might be in the other room. I don't know. So I'm going to frog this and wrap the yarn back around what's left of this ball. And we're going to be done with that. That'll be tonight's on the couch project. That's not terrible. Where we're at is I have a massive pile over here of things that I am going to be putting up for sale on Ravelry. My Ravelry is linked down below in this video. If you see something that you like in this video, just click the Ravelry page, and that means like tonight I'm going to have to update everything, but yeah. All right, so I have this basket that is empty now. Depending on whether or not I figure out if this is a sweater quantity or not, that may go in here because it definitely doesn't have room to go in this. Or I might move the Madeline Tosh, since that is an active project. I could move that into a basket in the living room. That's where the project kind of lives because I usually work on it at night on the couch. So that might be an option. This is going to stay as it is. That's all of my DPNs, straight needles, circular needles, ball winder, all that kind of stuff. The other thing I might do, depending on what I do with this, is I have my hand spun up on top of the cabinets, and I might move that into this basket because then I would have all of my yarn together. So let's look at these last two buckets. Oh, and then there's the roving. Oh. Okay. I was really excited about my progress for a second. Oh, all right. Here we go. Last 2, 3, 4 buckets. 4 more to go. Okay. All right. So in this basket and bag inside of basket, I have a lot of bobbins for my shot matchless that don't actually work on the matchless anymore because these are wood and they have swollen over time, and I need to send them off to get re-reamed. And I have not done that because I just buy the 3D printed bobbins from Acreworks because I really like these, and they don't do the weird swelling thing that wood does, even though I think the wood bobbins are prettier. I do think the Acreworks ones are pretty. I just don't like how they look with a spinning wheel. To me, spinning wheels are, you know, traditional. Wood makes more sense. The Acreworks bobbins are nice and they're functional, but I still love the look of the wood ones more, so maybe I'll like put them on display. Maybe I'll actually get my act together and have these re-reamed. That's unlikely. But yeah, so this is probably going to stay together because I like having all of my spinning stuff. I also have my nitty knotties in here. So I think I'm going to keep all of this as it is. However, I'm going to try to find new homes for the roving that I stuffed in there. Okay, we're calling this basket the home of terrible ideas. So a lot of this stuff I'm just going, oh look, there, that's finishing wax that goes in the spinning thing. Yeah, a lot of this stuff I'm going to get a plastic box out and put it in there because this is not stuff that I would reach for very often at all. And honestly, some of the stuff can be thrown out. Like, this is my old ironing board cover. It's stained. No one needs this. We're going to get rid of this. All right, let's get a plastic box for this mess. Okay, we solved that problem. We've dealt with that. Now we have empty bucket number 2. So that one's empty and this one is empty. This one I think I'm going to move all of my roving into. So, well, most of it. Let's do that really quickly. So the first one is this baby camel. That's what I'm currently working on, but I had to hide it from the kitten. So I'm going to put that in there. Cashmere merino. Then I have these. All right, this is my main hoard of roving. I'm gonna try to let some of these go. I'm not really an orange or yellow or lime green person, but these were from the Big Bang Theory collection, and I do love Big Bang Theory. Would I ever do anything with this? Would I ever wear this? What could I make this into? All right, this one I do think I'm gonna keep. It does have orange, but it's dark enough that I do think I like it. All right, I'm letting him go. We're saying goodbye. Moving on. All right, you can't see it, I don't think. Maybe you can. There's a cabinet over here. That's where I had the last of my roving stashed. I have 2 silk caps. I'm keeping these just because it's good practice. And then I have 2 alpaca fleeces that either were gifted to me or I bought at Sheep and Wool. But they do need to be, like, processed. Do I want to do that? I could send them to a mill. Do I want to pay for that? I don't know the answer to these questions. Well, hi, big kid. Come here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do with these. I think I'm going to keep them for now and like look into how much it would cost to have them processed into roving, because I don't want to do that myself. I have cards. I don't want to card them. Okay. All right. It's not terrible. So let's take a look at everything that I'm getting rid of. All right, hopefully you can see all of the DESTASH here. It's really hard to get it all in without like standing on top of a chair or something, but I've counted and there are 20 skeins of yarn in various weights, and then 4 different rovings. There's the Dorset, which is natural, and then 3 from the 2 of by hand dyers from a long, long time ago. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with my quick afternoon DESTASH. I'm gonna go work on making sure all of these are listed as for sale with prices on my Ravelry page before this video goes up. So that's my plan for the rest of the afternoon. His plan is causing chaos. Yeah. You're the reason that I had to do this. I ran out. Whew. Okay. That was a lot. That took a little bit longer than I was expecting because I kept forgetting that I had a few more things to look through. I feel like I made decent progress. I feel like I'm getting rid of some things. We'll see. Definitely check out my Ravelry if you're interested in buying any of these things. They will be at a significant discount so I can get rid of them. So that is it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed this very quick clean out. I'm pretty happy with the progress that I made. We will see how long it takes me to actually get rid of these things, because sometimes, you know, stuff on Ravelry doesn't sell, especially some of these yarns that are older and discontinued. Maybe no one's looking for them anymore. But if they don't sell, I will probably take them to my knitting guild, or I have a group of knit night friends, and see if anyone wants them. So yeah, I'm hoping to get rid of them by the end of the month. That's my goal, is to get everything out the door so I don't have to deal with it. It's not taking up space anymore. So yeah, at least we've made some progress. We have 1 empty cabinet. This box may or may not become sweater quantities or no, what is that? What's up there? Hand spun. It'll either become a sweater quantity that's sitting up here that I still have to figure out, or the hand spun that I have that I still also need to do something with. But not too bad, decent for an afternoon's work. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.